city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just got the look on my heart. Legal or illegal?
Remember when Tommy and Tariq used to play video games while Ghost wanted Tariq's head in the school books? And of course, y'all remember when Tommy had Tariq hanging, or shall I say dangling, from the rooftop because Tommy realized that Tariq stole from him and lied to him. I remember also. Hello, Power Veterans. Lady Vet here with the conversation and confirmation about Power Origins to be set after Power Book 3, Raising Canaan. First of all, if you're not subscribed to the Lady Vet TV channel, subscribe now. Tap that like button and share your thoughts in the comments. So the Power Universe is going to take us back to the younger years of Ghost and Tommy. So what we're hearing is this. Sasha Penn will serve as showrunner on the spinoff Power Origins. Joseph Sikora and Michael Rainey Jr. are supposed to lead the way. So we are to get Tommy Egan and Tariq St. Patrick back on the scene. The writers are in the room and the development process is in motion as we speak. The word on the street is that we're getting another spinoff known as Power's Legacy, with Gary Lennon serving as the showrunner. Whereas Origins is the focus on the early years of Ghost and Tommy, Sasha Penn is saying the chances of getting picked up are looking pretty darn good. I'm not sure what this will look like, but I would hope to get a better understanding of the complexity of Ghost's mind. I mean, he had no real family to speak of. His best friend was the only white kid in the neighborhood. His father was a drunk and no mother figure in his life. How could he have known the best way to deal with his family when he had no family? Which makes it clearer to understand how he wanted Tariq to be who he wanted to be. But we know that Tariq decided to be his dad because he really had no other role model. I mean, a now grown Canaan? Uncle Tommy? A secretive drug kingpin? Lying, murdering dad? What was Tariq to do? More than likely, there will be a crossover between Tariq and Tommy. After all, we are coming up on the last seasons for Raising Canaan and Force, and Power fans want more power, and we're going to get it. Most Power fans can appreciate going back and forth from the first installment of Power, with Ghost killing Miguel on his Truth's opening night, to having a grown son in the game. Then there's Tommy's legacy, which would probably explain how he's so emotional about some things and want all the smoke in others. Everywhere Tommy landed, he was trying to have a family unit, from Ghost and the St. Patrick's, to Holly, to Lakeisha and Maria. Tommy even clinged to his new brother and real nephew D-Mac. Tommy's always been known as a thug with a heart. Honestly, I don't know who was lied to the most between Canaan and Tariq. The Power franchise has been very successful with the Power books. Another one or two can't hurt. There's opportunity to feature some of our favorite characters in these prequels. Can you imagine the potential for more spin-offs if Origins joined Legacy? Now that Breeze is on board in Raising Canaan, and we know that there's interaction with Breeze, Ghost, Canaan, and Tommy, the pathway to bringing on the younger Ghost and Tommy is bright. Not to mention what roles did Tasha play with Canaan, because he remembered her as a young girl. And we know that there was a Ghost and Angela before Ghost and Tasha. As for Power Legacy, we know that Tommy came back to New York to deal with Tasha, but they worked it out, and later he told Tariq to be smart about his situation with the Tejadas. Then Tariq gets a phone call from we don't know who, presumably Tommy, to help with the situation in Chicago, and most likely propel him to Los Angeles, where he was headed anyway, before taking a detour to Chicago. So here's what Sasha Penn had to say. We're in the lab on Origins right now, and we're figuring that out and trying to see what it looks like, or what it could look like. I'm super excited about that show and the world it opens up. Your timeline is correct. Ghost and Tommy start to appear in Kanan's life sometime fairly soon. They're still very young during raising Kanan. We have gotten the thoughts of Origins showrunner, and I am as excited as Sasha Penn is because I am a Powers Day One fan and I am interested in the backstories. In my opinion, before the curtain closes on the Power universe, the characters' backstories bring it full circle. We saw the beasts that Kanan, Ghost, and Tommy had become. We saw the hatred that was shown by Kanan for two guys who were still professing their love for him. We saw a son who grew up around the ruthlessness of his father to the degree that he wanted to be his father, but better. We saw the beginning of love end in death. At least the writers thought enough to bring some form of clarity to so many unanswered questions and give us more power. Now, as it pertains to Power Legacy, according to Gary Lennon, who is involved with Power Force, the writer's room is on the verge of opening, giving us a sign that development is underway. It's in the early stages, but appears to follow force, suggesting a continuation. With characters moving across the sets or emerging storylines between New York and Chicago, that would be epic. The creativity in this would be fire. We may see the Tejada kids or at least Kane. Imagine 2-Bit back in action, to mention a few. Not to forget the two shows Raising Kanan and Force coming to an end while we get a spinoff of Familiar Faces, creating another chapter in the Power books. No doubt the showrunners and the writers have considered how important the narration of earlier events will be to the fans. Needless to say that I am rooting for Uncle Tommy and Ghost to narrate their younger selves. I suppose anyone can do a good job narrating, but Raising Kanan, having Kanan as the narrator of himself, is like icing on the cake. Well, I'm sure you have some thoughts about all of this. What are they? Who would you like to narrate the younger Ghost and Tommy? Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.